Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Ramaya Ramabhadraya, Ramachandraya Vedase, Raghunadhaya Nathaya, Sitaya Pataye Namaha, Sitaya Pataye Namaha. So we saw in the last class that both Sri Narad Ji and Parvat Muni Ji, both of them came to the conclusion that yes, the person who the Srimati saw between us was a Dvibhuja, but you are Chaturbhuja. Bhagwan put that thought in their mind. And yes, it cannot be Narayana who came in between us, it must be someone else. And then they were thinking who it could be. They both came to the conclusion it must be the Maya of Ambarish, because he is a great devotee of the Lord. It cannot be Lord Narayan. How can we blame Narayan to have done this? And in this manner, straight away from there, they both went to Ambarish and straight away cursed him. What did they curse? अरे कौन सा वर्ष था यार ये? 41, 42, 43, 44 ना? नहीं वो नहीं. हाँ अम्बरीश के बाद 46. In 46 verse they said, Ambarisham samasadya shape nainam ayojayat narada parvataschaiva yasmadava mihagatau ahuya paschadanyasmai kanyatvam dattavanasi maya yogena tasmatvam tamognya bhavishyati. Saying this, they gave the sharp to him, saying that both of us, we have both come here to you, and even though we both rishis have come to you, you being what you call in a cunning way, you used your Maya, you had done some Maya, and you invited someone else, and you offered your daughter to that person. Therefore, you are a thief. You have taken away something which was ours. See, this is what the desire is doing. So we blame others. It is not yours. She is not even selected, but they are saying, you are a thief, you have taken something which was ours. And therefore, you will come under the influence of ignorance from now onwards. He was a great devotee. So they are giving a sharp that you will come under the influence of Agyan. And having said this, Tena tatmanamatyartham yathavatvam hi chetyasi evam shape pravrittetu tamorashirayo rathothitaha nrupam prati tataschakram vishno pradurabhut kshanat chakra vitrasitam ghoram तावुभावभ्यगात्तमः ततसन्त्रस्तरार्वागौ धावमानौ महामुनि पृष्ठतन् चक्रमालोक्य तमोराशिं च दुर्मदं कन्यासिद्धिरहो प्राप्ता आवयोरिति वेगितौ लोकालोकान्तमनिशं धावमानौ तमोर्दितौ. He says that and you will never be able to see the sharp. You will come under the influence of Agyan, and as a result, you will not be able to know your Atma. He was doing, whole life he has been doing sadhana of Vishnu. For what? For self-realization. And what is self-realization for such people? Merging into the divine, or recognizing that in their heart, the divine alone is functioning as the Atma. So they are giving him such a bad sharp. ये बहुत बुरी चीज़ है, ऐसे कभी नहीं करना चाहिए किसी को. But lust makes one do that. Lust makes one do that. Suddenly, because मेरे को गुस्सा मत करना. करेगी? Because you don't get the tea, suddenly you are not the favorable one. Abhi.
No, I didn't know. So I said, yeah, I thought, okay, I can always get it to the airport.
Yeah. So, समझे? So, when yes, I know. When the desire is like a fire burning inside, this type of sharp, which is very, very, it will affect them only in the end. So, and in this manner, you will become susceptible to the tamo rashi, meaning to the agyan. And remember, what did Vishnu bless him? That my Sudarshan Chakra will always take care of you. It will not allow you to be affected by any ill will of anyone. So immediately, within that one moment, 1 second also, that the chakra, Sudarshan Chakra of Vishnu appeared, and it started moving. And the moment these two, Parvat Muni and Narad Muni, they saw the Sudarshan Chakra, and at the moment that came, that agyan, that deep darkness which they had sent towards the Ambarish Raja, that darkness started moving towards Narad Muni and Parvat Muni. शीशे में कुछ देखोगे, लाइट के सामने अंधेरा रह नहीं सकता ना. तो ये हो जाता है जब ये जादू टोना करते हैं या तंत्र लोग होते हैं ना, they purify or they put the mantras so that, and if you are pure by chanting Rama Raksha Stotram, this is what is happening. It is a Siddha mantra, it is a Buddha Kaushika mantra. It was revealed to Vishwamitra ji. और ये सब all ill wills and the future 3-4 years that are coming are very, very bad for the planet. So that's why Swamiji has started that. And
because they said, Swamiji, if you spit at someone, the spit falls your own feet. कोई में बताया था, I always remember that.
Correct. तो ये जो है कि this mantra, it will protect us from not only outside forces but from inner forces also. That is the power of this Rama Raksha mantra. So same way Vishnu Bhagwan has already presented him Sudarshan Chakra. It's not that he is carrying Sudarshan Chakra everywhere. It's in Agyat Roop, it's hidden. Not everyone is able to see it, but when Narad Muni and Parvat Muni curse him, immediately it appears, and they find the Agyan, the deep darkness which they had hurled towards Ambarish, it's moving towards them. And they became very disturbed, and they started, their whole body started burning, and because they are pure beings, they have done so much tapasya. Mahamuni is a jnani of all the 64 vidyas. He has direct entry into Vaikuntha. Anytime he can go and speak to Narayana. Such a pure person, when अपने को थोड़ा सा धूप लगता है तो our skin starts burning, isn't it? Imagine when some disease is there or some अंदर की गर्मी होती है तो फोड़े फुंसी आने शुरू हो जाते हैं. तो imagine the darkness is coming and affecting them. उनका क्या हाल हुआ होगा? They became very disturbed at the body level and mental level. व्यथित हो गए दोनों के दोनों. And with that condition, both of them started running, and the darkness is running after them. And not only that, the darkness is running after them because the chakra is running after the darkness. तो जहाँ धूप जाएगी, अभी तो पृथ्वी के दूसरी तरफ पे अंधेरा है, इधर धूप है, तो सूर्य तो चलता ही रहेगा ना. अब यानी हमको लगता है कि सूर्य चल रहा है, बट एक्चुअली पृथ्वी घूम रही है. बट हियर इट इज शोड द चक्र, तो इट्स अ इंस्ट्रूमेंट, सो इट्स मूविंग. वेयर एवर इट इज मूविंग, डार्कनेस इज रनिंग अवे बिकॉज इट इज ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ लाइट. एंड वेयर इज द डार्कनेस मूविंग? इट्स मूविंग टुवर्ड्स दोज हु होल्ड इट. कि भाई मैं तुमसे आई थी, मैं वापस तुम्हारे पास जाऊंगी, मेरे पास और कोई जगह ही नहीं है. इसी तरह से प्रहलाद, when he was studying in the Gurukul, the two sons of Shukracharya, they tried to make, they were doing some experiment and they invoked one Pishachini to kill Prahlad. And Prahlad was just, he was also interested to what is our teacher doing, and he was chanting Om Vishnave Nama, Om Vishnave Nama. And when they said go and kill him, she came to him, but he was of the nature of light because of the Vishnu mantra. Now, once you have invoked something, it has to go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. It has to reach somewhere. So it could not go there. It will go back, and that Pishachini ate both of them. Ate. It devoured, finished them. They had invoked it to finish Prahlad because Hiranyakashipu had told him. तो सेम थिंग इज हैपनिंग हियर नाउ. और जैसे आपने अभी बोला कि थूकोगे तो अपने पैर पे पहले गिरता है, पर वो पहले गिरता है. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि अगर हम किसी के प्रति टुवर्ड्स एनीवन वी हैव अ बैड थॉट और अ इल विल टुवर्ड्स एनीवन, एंड इफ दैट पर्सन, यू डोंट नो वेदर दैट पर्सन इज प्योर और नॉट प्योर, बट इफ वी फील टुवर्ड्स कोई भगवान का नाम ले रहा है, कोई सज्जन पुरुष है, कोई प्यूरिफाइड पर्सन है, भगवान का भक्त है, बेशक छोटा सा ही क्यों ना हो, वी कैनॉट जज हु इज छोटा एंड हु इज बड़ा, इजंट इट. इन्होंने तो यही सोचा कि अम्बरीश इज ऐसे ही अपने एक राजा है, हमारे को बेवकूफ़ बनाया, शाप दे दिया. पर हुआ क्या? ही वॉज प्रोटेक्टेड बाय चक्रा. हाउ डू यू नो इन दिस वर्ल्ड, हम किसी के बारे में अगर बुरा भी सोचें, क्या वो बुरा उसको टकरा के वापस हमारे पास आ जाएगा? इफ दैट पर्सन इज प्योर, हिज माइंड इज लाइक अ मिरर ओनली रिवेलिंग इन द डिवाइन. एट दैट मोमेंट व्हेन योर वर्ड गोज, देयर इज नो वन टू रिसीव इट, इट विल कम बैक टू यू. तो इसलिए कभी किसी के लिए, किसी को कभी भी शाप नहीं देना चाहिए, बुरा नहीं सोचना चाहिए. वो हम कभी कभी मन में भी सोचते हैं, पर मन में भी नहीं सोचना चाहिए. दिस इज द लर्निंग हियर फ्रॉम बाय वे ऑफ द टू मुनीस. With this, and they behind them the andhakar, the darkness was coming after them, and behind them was the chakra. They said now in that complaining that we came to ask for a girl, to get married to a girl, we wanted to be herself, we wanted her to for ourselves, and we got this girl's siddhi. Now we got something else other than the girl, and in the and they started moving towards the mountains, and they were in pain from the body because of the darkness, and they started, they have, both of them are devotees of the Lord, so they started screaming and chilla ke bolne lage, hey Govind, Govind, Gopal, Krishna, Narayana, help, 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 chilla ke. And there he says, त्राहि व्राहिति गोविंद भाषमाणौ भयार्दितौ विष्णुलोक ततो गत्वा नारायण जगत्पते वासुदेव ऋषिकेश पद्मनाभ जनार्दन वाह्यावां पुंडरीकाक्ष नाथोऽसि पुरुषोत्तम इत्युचतुर्वासुदेवं मुनिनारदपर्वतौ ततो नारायणोऽर्चिन्त्यः श्रीमान् श्रीवत्सलाञ्छनः. निवार्य चक्रम ध्वांतं च भक्तानुग्रह काम्यया अम्बरीशश्च मद्भक्तः तथेमौ मुनिसत्तमौ. Here he says in the 52nd verse, they started screaming for, hey Narayana, hey Jagatpate, hey Govinda, please help us, help us. Vasudev, Rishikesh, Padmanabh, Janardhan, Pundarikaksh, all the names, 1,000 names they took. Yes, just 5 are given, 6. We please protect both of us. Hey Purushottama, you are our Lord. We want nothing else but you. Please let your grace fall upon us. And in this manner, both Narad Muni and Parvat Muni, they started praying to Lord Narayana. And that unthinkable Sri Narayan, which Narayan? That unthinkable, not with the form, the unthinkable. That one who has the Srivatsa on his chest, that Narayan they started remembering and contemplating. And Narayan, who is Narayan? He is at the mercy of his devotees. The moment the devotees, and they are great devotees, the moment they started calling out, he spoke from within them. Narayanji, he spoke. So those two who were disturbed by the darkness and the chakra, Narayan, they heard the voice. Ambarish is my devotee. In other words, how dare you curse him? You are all knowing. Naradji knows everything. But he cannot know what the will of Narayana is. So he says, Ambarish is my devotee. So I made a mistake here. The Lord started thinking in his mind that Ambarish is my devotee and these two Rishi Munis, they are also my devotee. I cannot do a hit of both of them. That is the thought that is going on in Narayan Bhagwan's mind. And therefore, here he says in the 56th verse, he says, Anayor nrupasya na tatha hitam karyam maya punaha ahuyatau tata shriman gira pralhadayan harihi. I cannot do a hit of both of them. I want to do his sankalpa or his thought coming out of the mind is, I must do good for both of them. I must help Ambarish also, and I must the two munis, I must help them also to get out of this desire that they have got stuck in. That will be the hit for them, isn't it? And in this way, Uvacha Bhagavan Vishnu Shruyata me vachaha Kshametam Munir Shardulau Bhakta Samrakshanaya me Aparadham cha Shakrena Kshamashila hi sadhavaha Tatastau Muni Shardulau Mayam tasyav buddhyacha Dadatuscha tatah shapam Vishnumuddishya kopanau Srimati haranam Vishnu Yat krutam chadmana tvaya Yaya murtya tathaivatvam Jayetha madhusudana Ambarishasyan vavaye Rajnyo dasharathasya hi. Remember, the context of the story is this chapter, 4th chapter, the reason for Sri Ramchandraji's birth. So here it is coming now slowly. And then he said that I have to do good for both of them, both the Munis as well as for the King Ambarish. At that time he called both of them, both the Munis to himself in a very sweet voice. Because one of the qualities is Vashikaran. You speak swiftly, anyone will get attracted to you. So he called, and they were very happy to hear Vishnu's sweet voice. नहीं तो डांटी पड़ती रहती हमेशा. He said, listen to my words carefully. Hey, great Munis, whatever I did for the protection of my devotee, that act that I did for the protection of my devotee you please excuse me from that, you forgive me for that. So now, पहले तो भगवान ने कहा कि मैंने तो नहीं किया था, मैं तो चतुर्भुजधारी हूँ, तो वो चले गए थे. But now भगवान is accepting. But हर चीज़ के पीछे एक निमित्त तो होता है भगवान का. Nothing is wasted. So he says, please forgive me. The Sudarshan Chakra is certainly wrong. He has done wrong by following you, but good people are always forgiving. Sadhu Purusha are always forgiving. So Bhagwan is telling Narad Muni and Parvat Muni, you are sadhus, you are good people, you are Sajjan Purush. So therefore by nature you should be forgiving. And who has done the mistake? I have done the mistake. So he says they are dayalu, they are forgiving. And then he told the two munis the secret of his Maya, how he came in between the two of them as the Dvibhujadhari, and took Srimati with him. And the moment now their anger, when desire is not fulfilled, what happens?
Anger.
When anger reach its peak, then what happens? Delusion. Delusion leads to loss of memory. Loss of memory leads to discrimination. Loss of discrimination means what is right and wrong, that you don't know. And once you don't know what is right and wrong, that's the fall of man. This comes in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate sangha jayate kamaha kamat krodho bhi jayate. That is the sequence of fall. So here you can see that sequence happening. So they become, when Bhagwan accepts that I have done the trick and I was the person there, even though before he told them that he was not, they become angry. And when in that anger they say that you both have, you O Narayana, you have taken Srimati by chal, by trickery. It was not a fair game. Bhagwan has already said, to protect my devotee. Which devotee? Ambarish. To protect my devotee, I have done the Maya. Please forgive me. But now they are not thinking about Vishnu. They are still thinking about Srimati. And as a result, they say that, hey Vishnu, you have, by trickery, you have taken Srimati from us. And the way in which you have taken Srimati from us, same way, O Madhusudan, you will be born in the Ambarish Vansh. Ambarish is in the Surya Vansh, and eventually Dasharath will be born in the same Vansh, and they curse him. That same way, you will be born in Raja Dasharath's house, and there पुत्रस्त्वं भविता पुत्री श्रीमती धरणी प्रजा भविष्यति विदेहश्च प्राप्यतां पालयिष्यति राक्षसापद कश्चितां ते भार्यां हरिष्यति यतो राक्षसधर्मेण ऋता च श्रीमती शुभा अतस्ते रक्षसा भार्या हर्तव्या छद्मनाच्युत यथा प्राप्तं महद्दुःख दुःखम अव्यभ्याम श्रीमती कृते. He says, both of them are saying that you will be born as the child of in the house of Dasharath, and the Srimati, she will be born on the earth as the daughter of the earth, and she will be in the King Janak's court, and you will get married to her. They are already predestined. इससे क्या समझ आता है आपको? अपने बारे में क्या समझ आता है? कि everything in our life is predestined. Then what have we to do? We have to do the right thing, that's all. Rather than collect more desires and complicate our life. Be empty. Whatever is the destiny, let it unfold. Human birth is for emptying the karma. But what we do, कर्म तो एम्प्टी हो रहा है क्योंकि एवरी पर्सन हैज अ डिफरेंट लाइफ, इवेंट्स आर डिफरेंट, तो सब कुछ खाली हो रहा है, बट हम अपनी इच्छा से और कर्म इकट्ठे कर रहे हैं, फिर दे बिकम द रीजन फॉर द नेक्स्ट लाइफ. इज इट? हाँ. और उन्होंने यही बोला कि सबसे पहले अपने माता पिता का ध्यान रखो, क्योंकि अगर तुम नहीं रख सकते तो वो ग्लानि तुम्हारे को खा जाएगी अंदर से. और वही अपने परशुराम जी को हुआ था. तो सब कुछ बैलेंस करके चलना है, किसी का बुरा नहीं करना है, अपने पेरेंट्स का भी ध्यान रखना है, अपने बच्चों का भी ध्यान रखना है, बट ये सब करते समय भगवान को भूलना नहीं है. ऐसे करना है कि ये भगवान की ही अभिव्यक्ति है सारी. तो इन दिस मैनर they said the curse is going on. They said at that time the one Rakshas will come and he will take away your wife, that Srimati, and why the Rakshas will come and take away your wife? Because you also came like the Rakshasas, they don't get married, और उनके married भी होता है, but they come and kidnap and take the girl and make their own. तो कहते हैं कि जैसे तुमने श्रीमती का हरण किया, that is a राक्षस धर्म. तो राक्षस will come and take away your wife. This is the curse. Therefore, O Achyut, so by trickery alone, that Rakshas will take away your wife, and you will experience the pain. See now, you will experience the deep pain of separation which we are feeling because of not getting married to Srimati. Now the truth comes out. And they will repent now when Narayana tells them. So in this manner, 54. हा हेति रुदता लभ्यं तथा दुःखं च तत्कृते इत्युक्तवन्तौ तौ विप्रौ प्रोवाच मधुसूदनः अम्बरीषस्यान्ववायै भविष्यति महायशाः श्रीमान् दशरथो नाम भूमिपालोऽति धार्मिकः तस्याहमग्रजः पुत्रो रामो नाम भवाम्यहं तत्र मे दक्षिणो बाहुः भरतो भविता किल शत्रुघ्नो वाम बाहुश्च शेषोऽसौ लक्ष्मणः स्वयं ऋषिशापो न चैव स्यात् अन्यथा चक्रगम्यताम् ऋषिशापतमो राशे यदा रामो भवाम्यहं तत्र मां समुपागच्छ गच्छेदानीं नृपं विना त्यक्त्वापि च मुनिश्रेष्ठौ अवितीत् स्म प्राह माधवः एवमुक्ते तमो नाशं तत्क्षणाच्च जगाम वै आत्मार्थं सञ्चितं तेन प्रभुणा भक्तरक्षिणा निवारितं हरेश्चक्रं यथा पूर्वकतिष्ठतः मुनिश्रेष्ठौ भयान्मुक्तौ प्रणिपत्य जनार्दनं निर्गतौ शोकसन्तप्ता वूचतुस्तौ परस्परम्. So he says here that so in this way you will be crying in pain and writhing in pain because of the separation from your bharya, from your wife, and just like we are experiencing the misery of not being able to be one with the Srimati. And in this prakar, both the Vipra, both the twice born, both the sannyasis, both the, wo bhi naam bol lo, such sadhu purushas, such in this manner they gave the sharp to Narayana. So Narayan Bhagwan heard, he says, Tathastu, okay. This is what I wanted. Bhagwan Leela kar rahe hain. Because Narad also Narayana is, Marvat Muni also Narayana is, that Ambarish also, Bhagwan to sarvavyapi hai, everything is not outside Narayana. He says, अच्छा ठीक है, तुम्हारी वाणी, your speech, your curse should not go wrong. So yes, I will accept it. And therefore, Bhagwan says, I will be the elder son of Dasharath Muni, Raja, and I will take the avatar. I will descend as the son of Dasharath as Ram. And my right arm will be Bharat, Mahatma Bharat. And then the left arm, it will be Shatrughna. And the Shesh Shaya on which the Narayana is lying down, that Shesh Nag, that will be Lakshmanji. And in this way, in this way, in this way, your curse will not go waste. See, Bhagwan has the capacity to neutralize the curse also. But he has created the whole situation because the creation has to continue. So he says, it will not go to waste. Then he commands the chakra, Sudarshan chakra, now you leave them alone. Then he goes away. And then at that moment, now see, the sharp has come. Why? Because they were under the influence of desire, yes. But that the darkness which they had sent towards Ambarish, that darkness has affected them. And that darkness is expressing as intense desire, it's expressing as anger, it's expressing as delusion, it's expressing as forgetfulness that they are rishis, that they are devotees of the Lord, and as a result, they don't know that what they are speaking is right or wrong, and they curse the Lord. This is the lack of the destruction of discrimination. And now, the moment Sudarshan Chakra went away, the darkness also goes away. Suddenly they come to, हमने ये क्या कर दिया? देखो, तो यहाँ पे अभी बताते हैं कि the moment rishis, here is continuing. He says to Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra, now you go. Then she says, in the Rishi Sharp Rupi Tamo Rashi, when I, because of this curse, when I come down, come take the avatar as Ram, at that time you come to me. Whom he is telling? Sudarshan Chakra. Now you go away from here. Then both the Munis, you leave both the Munis also. In this manner, Madhav, Lord Narayana, spoke. That very moment when he said these words, the Tamogun, the Agyan, that deep darkness which was lingering over that which was being pushed by the Sudarshan Chakra, and it was lingering around both the Munis, it vanished in toto. Nothing was left behind. And the protector of the devotees, the Lord Narayana, he took it back into himself, and the chakra came back and come to its original position. And in this way, the moment both the Munis became free of all the fear of the darkness, they did pranam to Lord Narayana, and still angry within themselves or disturbed within themselves, they started talking to each other, what is this happened? And they did namaskar, and without getting clarity from the Lord. Because remember, here they said Lord was that which is beyond your understanding. So it was without form and formless Lord they were remembering. And at that time they started talking. What did they start talking? They said, मुनिश्रेष्ठो भयान्मुक्तौ प्रणिपत्य जनार्दनं निर्गतौ शोकसन्तप्ता वूचतुस्तौ परस्परम् अद्य प्रभृति देहातम् आवां कन्या परिग्रहं न करिष्याव इत्युक्त्वा प्रतिज्ञाय च तावृषि मौनध्यानपरौ शुद्धौ यथा पूर्वं व्यवस्थितौ अम्बरीशोऽपि राजासौ परिपाल्य च मेदिनीं संभृत्य ज्ञातिसम्बन्धो विष्णुलोकं जगाम वै मानार्थ अम्बरीशस्य तथैव मुनिसिंहयोः. And thinking in this manner, when they became free from the fear because the gyaan has gone away, they started talking to each other. And what did they come to a conclusion? That from today till our death, from today they took a sankalp that from today, this moment onwards, till death, does Narad Muni die? When the creation concludes, he will also conclude. So, till our death, we will never think of any girl. एक ने बहुत परेशान कर दिया, और नहीं सोचेंगे. And we will remain, for our entire duration of our life, will remain as brahmacharis. They took a sankalp. And in this way, both of them, they took that sankalpa and they followed it till the end of their life, till the end of the creation. See, we human beings, we have death. We think we have death. But actually it is unmanifestation of the body. From the pancha, space, air, fire, water, earth, from the 5 elements, the body has come. And to the 5 elements, the body goes after death. But you don't come and you don't go. The Atma doesn't come and Atma doesn't go. जैसे ये रूम है, ये रूम बना हुआ है, इसमें रूम स्पेस है. But if the room breaks down, does the space vanish? Does it say, now I have to find another room? No, because space inside and space outside is one. By nature, space is infinite. Similarly, by nature, you, the Atma, are infinite. When this Atma identifies with this body, alamban ho jata hai, attach ho jata hai, then these funny characters called us are born. And who is a Sant? Sant is he, while living in this body, he was also attached, but now he has gone beyond. Jaise Valmiki Rishi. He was also doing some wrong things before, but eventually he reached that stage where he came to know, hey, I am not this body. See? So recognize this through the stories. That is the whole purpose here. And then they went into silence, and enjoying the silence, they purified their mind of all desires. Desire, where does it appear? In the antahkaran. So they had to purify their mind, they had to purify their intellect of wrong decisions, they had to purify their memories, that type of memory of Srimati does not come and disturb them again. And they had to purify their I, ahankar, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. Who is the ahankar? Who owns the other three, that these emotions are mine, this decision is mine, this sharp is mine, these memories are mine, this I. And how do you dissolve it? Either you be in the silence or you think of the Lord.
Small I becomes a big I.
There is no I. There is no I. And that's why they are not said they merged. They say they remained in silence. Maunam vyakhyat prakatita parabrahma tattvam yuvanam. So in this way, when they became completely purified, that means purification means that they became established in their Atma as the Atma. So now you are not thinking that you are the body, that you are not thinking that you are the son of someone, you are not thinking you are the wife or husband of someone, you are not thinking that you are born and you will die one day. And it is possible in this life. And those who have achieved that, we call them saints and sages. और हमको भी उसी गति पे चलना है, इसीलिए मनुष्य का जन्म मिला है. ह्यूमन बर्थ इज नॉट फॉर ओनली सारी वॉच, सारी शॉपिंग.
सब सारी.
हाँ, तो खरीदो और उसमें फंसो मत.
नहीं फंसो नहीं. हाँ,
हाँ.
don't फंसो business.
क्योंकि कपड़े तो भगवान भी पहनते हैं, उनको भी कहीं से कहीं आता ही होगा. कौन सा आसामी सिल्क भी पहनते होंगे. ईरा सिल्क. हाँ, अहिंसा सिल्क. And they became completely established in their Atma. And at the same time, the Raja Amrish also, he was ruling very justly, because he's a devotee of the Lord. Justly, the earth. And when he completed his life, when his time came, along with his devotee, his workers, along with the ministers, etc., along with his family people, he went to Vishnu Lok. Ambarish evam dono, both of them went to the Vishnu Lok. Just 3-4 verses more, and then this chapter is concluded. Then that रामो दाशरथिर्भूत्वा तमसा लुप्तबुद्धिकः कदाचित् कार्यवशतः स्मृति स्यादात्मनः प्रभोः पूर्णार्थोऽपि महाबाहुः अपूर्णार्थम् इव प्रभुः अनुग्रहाय भक्तानां प्रभूणाम् ईदृशी गतिः मायां कृत्वा महेशस्य प्रोत्थिता मानुषी तनुः तस्मान्माया न कर्तव्या विद्वद्भिर्दोषदर्शिभिः एतत्ते कथितं सर्वं रामजन्मकथाश्रयम् अम्बरीशस्य माहात्म्यं मायावित्वं च वैहरेः यः पठेत् शृणुयाद्वापि मायावित्वं हरेर्विभोः मायां विसृज्य पुण्यात्मा विष्णुलोकं स गच्छति. दशरथसुतजन्म कारणं य पठति शृणोत्यनुमोदते द्विजेन्द्रः व्रजति स भगवद्गृहातिथित्वं न हि शमनस्य भयं कुतश्चिदस्य. इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकीये आदिकाव्ये अद्भुतोत्तरकाण्डे श्रीरामजन्म उपक्रमश्चतुर्थः सर्गः. So he says here that Lord Vishnu took avatar in the Dasharatha Kul, and why it was? Because he was lost in Tamo Buddhi. Dasharatha ji was, here it is told, because he also died because of Tamo Buddhi. Tamo Buddhi makes you attached to fellow beings. There are 3 gunas: Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Tamo makes you attached to bodies. Rajas makes you attached to gods. Sattva makes you liberated. So, find out where you are at any given moment. Are we attached to, we have to take care of parents and children, everything is going on. But are we attached, or are we attached to the God? So, सब कर्म करो, पर भगवान के लिए करो. तो यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं कि दशरथ वॉज अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ एंड ऑल्सो रामचंद्र जी, सी द इफेक्ट ऑफ तमोगुण. रामचंद्र जी, व्हेन ही इज बॉर्न, इज ही बॉर्न लाइक कृष्णा नोइंग एवरीथिंग? नो. सो व्हाट वाज द डिफरेंस? Ramchandra ji came, even though he was a divine birth, he is an avatar, but he doesn't know that he is Lord Narayana. He doesn't know anything about who he is. And that is why when we see Yoga Vashishta, Yoga Vashishta mein Bhagwan Ram is totally depressed. And then the Yoga Vashishta is given by Vashishta Muni, and he comes to realize himself. Then the knowledge comes. But still, the knowledge of what knowledge comes, that I am of the nature of Atma, that I am not the body. This is the knowledge, and I am all pervading. It did not come to him that I am Narayana, because if he knew that he was Narayana, he would not have cried for Sita afterwards. देखो, तो this prabhav is of Tamoguna. So Ramchandra ji is born to Dashrath under the influence of Tamoguna, because of the sharp. Avatar liya, he took the incarnation, and because of that reason, the Lord Ram, he could not remember who he actually is, and he had long arms, and he had complete mastery over the wealth, meaning complete mastery over his mind. Here, wealth doesn't mean only the outside wealth. It means complete mastery over his mind. We are just, we are not going into the details here. But even though he was complete, even though he is the incarnation of Narayan is, he is, क्या कहते हैं, Lakshmipati हैं. Lakshmi is the wealth. He is the master. But he appeared to the people just like a normal person who is succumbing to fears, who is succumbing to hunger, who is succumbing to everything that a human being succumbs to. And people used to see him as a normal person. And in this way, this is how people used to perceive him. And because of the Maya of Mahesh, he got the human body. Therefore, those people who know the faults of others, those people who know the faults of others, हमको दिख जाता है. जैसे अभी मैंने कुछ चाय के बारे में बोल दिया, या किसी और के बारे में बोल दिया, या अपने बारे में बोल दिया, we come to know. तो यहाँ पे बताते हैं कि those who know the faults of others, such intelligent people, they should not do any maya, because which one, अब यहाँ पे अब इस स्टोरी में कौन थे विद्वान? नारद मुनि और पर्वत, मुनि पर्वत. They were विद्वान्स. They know what is right and what is wrong, and therefore they got caught in the whole thing. So यहाँ पे कहते हैं one must not get into the maya. And now the phala of this story is coming, that when someone reads this, the reason of the birth of Ramchandra ji, and the Mahatmya of Ambarish, and also how Vishnu Bhagwan did the Maya, and also and how he did the Maya, all this story whoever has been told to you, and how Bhagwan Vishnu took the support of the Maya, and anyone who reads this story or even listens to this story, such a person becomes free of the Maya and attains the Vishnu Lok. Vishnu Lok meaning Vaikuntha, attains Vishnu. And whoever, and then the one who comes to know the real reason. आपको पता था कि this is the reason why Ramchandra ji is born? हाँ, तो यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं, when you come to listen or read or come to know the real reason of the birth of Sri Ram and listens to it, and he contemplates on it, he becomes a guest in the abode of the Lord. And such a person never becomes afraid of Yamaraj in his life. And in this way, iti Shri Valmiki Virachita Adi Kavya Ramayan, which comes in the Adbhut Uttarakand, and in that we have seen this chapter, Sri Ram, the real reason of the birth of, or the cause of the birth of Sri Ram in Dashratha's family, and with that concludes the 4th chapter. Now we'll start. And what is that? Now they are giving the reason. Next chapter is Janaki. Why was Janaki born? अभी पहले reason, first they gave the cause of Ram Janma. This was the story. Now what is the cause of Sita Janma? That will be told. Then we'll come to the birth of Ram and birth of Sita. बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, गंगा मैया की जय, जमुना महारानी की जय, आज के आनंद की जय, नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव। ओम पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।